Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books.
I think this will be the most important project of this era, and as Masa said, for AGI to get built here.
I'm hoping for people to recognize bullshit.
Yes.
And recognize all this, manipulation.
Of course.
Recognize that, they're not serving us.
Well,
it's just another means to control us and have more access and have more control. They literally have our DNA bank and access to all the information, personal information that we have. It's like snap a finger to identify who's who and where and what. Yes, here we are again.
In this already momentous year.
Yeah. What a year.
1 month down nearly. Well, 3 weeks anyway. And you know what? We're still here. In spite of all the prophecies and predictions and wondrously terrible things that are going to befall us, we're still breathing, eating, drinking, talking, here in this moment. I don't think it gets much better than this, mister.
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
I hope so. I hope that's not it. But I think the new year started with Trump getting to the office. Like, that's the start of
yes.
If you want to call anything new.
Maybe some of me's in denial, but yeah, all right.
I don't know if it's me or if it's like everybody. I feel like there is some type of, for the lack of better term, negative kind of fucked up energy.
You better believe it.
Surrender us.
Yes.
Like everything that can possibly go wrong went wrong and it's going wrong.
Yes.
And it feels like it comes, I'm not talking about politics or like world events. I'm talking about like day-to-day life.
Yes.
It feels like this energy is like trying its best. It's like almost as if it's the last attempt. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Before it disappears.
Yes.
And I'm not sure the feeling I got that it's about to disappear is correct, but I hope it is. So we can start fresh.
Yes.
And it feels like whenever pendulum swing one side or another, then people will realize like, oh shit, we shouldn't lean on one side and go all the way and go to the extreme end of it. Because with the left party and woke culture, it happened.
I have a confession here,
Yeah.
Arnie. I don't really know what the hell they're talking about with woke culture. Woke's not even a word in the English language. What is a woke?
Woke is a term that black people use when in 50s and 40s and probably before that, to know, like, to stay woke.
Which means
what? Like, be aware of your surrounding. Be aware that you're a second-class citizen or third-class citizen.
Okay.
Just so you know, it's like they discriminate against you. So stay woke.
So it means be aware of discrimination.
Yeah, but then white people, great white people, steal the the term and do their thing with it.
So what does that mean for the big fat white people?
I think they turn it like in terms of like being PC, politically correct, and like make it like, because I understand, like, you know, there are different genders. I understand that. Everybody understand that. Like, if you have a common sense, you understand that. Like, male, female, and there are they say non-binary or trans person. I understand all of that, but when it comes to like and sexuality, like you can be straight, you can be gay, you can be whatever, asexual, and it's all good and that it's
Omnisexual.
all it's all right.
Yes, sure.
And acceptable. Who the fuck am I to disagree with how you feel?
So what's that got to do with woke?
When all that comes to the like making laws and controlling society one way or another, either for it or against it, then it's like now it's like your personal feelings or your personal identity shouldn't change like the law in terms that like trans person woman compete against a biological woman.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? Because
nearly.
then it gets to the point that it's like it's not even morally right to let a former man, like let's say in MMA fight, beat up a biological woman, but because it done the transition from
Oh,
man
okay.
to woman, it makes it all right by law.
Oh, okay. So that's woke if I accept all that stuff.
Yeah, if
Okay.
they shove it down your throat, that if you're a bigot, you're
All
a
right.
fucking like a Neanderthal if you don't agree with that. And I'm like, no, I believe like however you feel is valid
Yeah.
for you, and
So-
I will respect that.
So if you don't believe that stuff, I guess you must be an unwoke.
Yeah, exactly. You're a bigot. You're
So Trump's an unwoke.
Trump's case is different. Trump is like I
All
don't
right.
consider him as he's not a good example for
All right.
anything.
Sorry.
He's not a good example for being a Christian. He's not a good example for being a leader,
No.
for being a president. He's a really you cannot like use him as an example for anything.
Okay. I might have sidetracked you, sorry, Marnie, with the woke thing, but that word, it kind of always just buzzes in my head with a little cloud of confusion around it. And I'm slightly less confused, thank you. And I'll let you get back to your track.
No, what I was trying to say is that like now it feels like the pendulum swing to the other way. Now the extreme right. Oh, we're gonna deport all the immigrants. Mexican has to go back, and they have to build a
Wives.
wall. They have to build a wall and stay behind it.
Okay.
And now it's like it gets crazy. Like, oh, the tax pay cut for rich people, and all the executive orders that he signed so far. It was like one of them was interesting, and I was like, okay, yeah, this one is good, and it's the one that he signed an executive order to declassified MLK, JFK, and Bob Kennedy
Yes.
assassination files.
Okay.
So that's a good one.
I hope so. But I think, if I remember rightly, President Biden has already declassified at least a lot of JFK's file. Maybe there's more that to come. I don't know.
I think they haven't. I'm not sure how much Biden administration declassified,
Okay. Yeah.
but it was clearly not open and clear enough for people to go through the files and actually figure out what actually happened, who is responsible for it, and what happened. So that's one thing, but at the same time, it's like he's like it feels like the whole thing with the new administration and like all these tech billionaires being like front runners in it. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, even the CEO of TikTok. I think it was in a inauguration.
Oh,
Yeah. So I think so, if I'm not mistaken. So he started a project that called Project Stargate. Ironically.
okay.
Have you heard about the project
which he?
Stargate? Trump.
Oh, no, I haven't. Inform me.
So the CEO of ChatGPT and two other guys, one investor, one from the healthcare, they started the project Stargate, which is they're supposed to build a huge infrastructure for AI, and that would help for the medical care. They will have this like a network that all the doctors can have. AI can help with diagnosing and can have like this library or like these records of how people get treated with the same diagnosis or same disease all over the network. It can be different cities, it can be different doctors from like a Stanford University educated doctors to like, I don't know, like whatever else, like a little less credential university doctors.
Okay.
So they have like immediately access to all those methods, and it's a good thing so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds all right to me.
Yeah, but then it took a really harsh, sharp turn.
The woke people came in.
No. There is no woke. There is no woke in any of this. Trust me on that.
Okay.
And then they say like, then AI will help to create the vaccine in 24 hours for your disease. Like, yeah, custom made to you.
I see.
And it's going to create in 48 hours, it's going to create an mRNA vaccine specifically for you. And then I was like, oh, shit. Like, now I get it. Because I was like, oh, yeah, it feels like with that, then you kind of cut off the big pharma of the business. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because AI is very, like, it's very intelligent, and it's like maybe you can maybe prescribe you to like, oh, eat this type of food, like sleep at this time in a day, depends on your blood pressure or whatever, your lack of vitamins or like minerals. I like specifically custom made a diet for you to like, you function in your optimal level and all that, because that was my first thought. But then it turned to like, yeah, we're going to give you another vaccine, mRNA vaccine. Then the big pharma gets in. Who's going to make those mRNA vaccines? Who's going to sell them? Who's going to make
$99.99 this month?
who's
Two
going
for the price of one.
Who's going to make the profits?
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, fuck. So
yes, I get
none
you.
of it is true. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh dear. I see.
And okay, I'm just gonna play how things worked out, because there is a background. You should know the background of all the people that speak in that seating.
Okay.
And if you know the background of them, then you're like, holy shit, that's creepy now.
Okay, bring it on.
So I'm just going to show you the...
Now, these are not woke people you're going to show me, are you? Are they? I'm really curious about these wokes now. Am I woke, by the way?
Not in a bad way. I mean, as I said,
Okay, there's good and bad wokes.
The idea of being woke is not a bad thing, but when it goes to the extreme, then you lose a common sense.
Yeah, okay.
And that's dangerous no matter what ideology you have.
So you
When
mean
it
it's a
goes to the
conscious person?
Yeah, when it goes to the extreme
Of course.
level of it, then you lose common sense.
Of course.
And then you're stuck in it. It's like, oh, but it doesn't sound right. But if I go against it or say something against it, then I'm a bigot.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
You get to the, you get, how do you say? You get chained by the thing that you were fighting for.
I gotcha. Yeah, yeah. But what you're describing is yin yang. You must have balance of both sides of anything if you want to, create something good. Yep. Okay. Sorry, I sidetracked you again, Rani, but I'm quite good at doing that. It seems.
The woke, huh?
The sidetracking woke. I think I could handle that.
Yeah, why not? So let's see here.
It's my honor to welcome three of the world's leading technology CEOs. And in the case of Larry Ellison, it's well beyond technology. He's sort of CEO of everything. He's an amazing man, an amazing business person. But to announce the largest AI infrastructure project by far in history, and it's all taking place right here in America. As you know, there's great competition for AI and other things, and they're coming in at the highest level. We're joined by Oracle Executive Chairman Larry Ellison, SoftBank CEO.
So this Oracle Executive Chairman, Larry, this guy, the Oracle project was like a former CIA project.
Okay. Yes.
And it's been shut down and everything. But then he started his own private company, name it the same name, and kind of follow up the same mission with it.
Okay.
That we need to have all people's record collected in
right.
a one, how do you say, in one information bank, and we can have access to it, and we can identify anyone at any time, at any place.
Oh,
so that was the Oracle.
Brother is watching you.
Yeah. In this case, big sister, because it's Oracle.
I see.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So he, if you know his background, then you know where his mind is.
Sure. Okay.
And they just they try to say, oh, it's for for your health care and everything. But, it's like, just come here. Let us have your DNA, blood, all the measurements that we need to have to be able to identify you, to be able to, if we want to kill you. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, by the way.
I see.
If you want to kill you, we, handmade a specific virus for you, only you.
Oh, very thoughtful.
Yeah,
I must say.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So that's why it's creepy if you know the background. Because even if you hear it, even if you're not not a skeptic about the vaccines and everything.
Yeah.
Even if you're all good with vaccines and you think these mRNIs are, by the way, this mRNI are not vaccine. It's not
I know.
The definition of it is not what the vaccine does. But let's say you agree with the definition and you agree with everything that they do.
Yeah.
But if you know the background of every single person here, then you will be like, oh shit.
Yeah. Who are these other two
What the
then?
fuck is going on here?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Mr. Oracle.
Yeah. That's the guy that I say, former CIA, whatever. And he's the investor. I think he's Chinese. I'm not sure. China. He's Chinese. And this guy is this CEO of ChatGPT.
What's it called?
ChatGPT. You haven't used ChatGPT?
Yeah, I know
it's all right.
I know what it is.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. So he's the CEO of that
Okay.
company. And it's a AI language model
Yes. Yeah.
that he developed. He and a couple other. He's the CEO for that company.
Okay.
And he's creepy. No disrespect, but he's a little creepy. He lacks emotions, and it's not. I don't know. Without emotion, we're not fully human,
Of course not.
right?
Yes. Oh, you just realized that, Money. Of course we're not fully human.
Yeah, lack of empathy, lack
Yeah.
of emotions, lack of
Lack of heart.
expressions.
Yeah. Lack of love.
Yeah.
Yep, of course.
So I'm not sure. Maybe he already have like some type of chip inside his head that is controlled by
okay.
AI.
Okay.
Don't quote me on this. But his like, I don't know. It's weird.
So why are those three with him?
Because these three together running that project.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, gotcha. Yeah.
So everyone contribute in a different way. He invests. He's like from the AI guys, like help with the infrastructure for the AI and programming it, and like the large language model. And that guy Larry, like he's my uncle or something. Uncle Larry will, take care of the healthcare part of it.
Yeah, yes.
And the other guy, I don't know if he's Chinese or Indonesian or.
Okay.
He give the money.
Okay.
Invest the money. So.
My friend Masa, Yoshi's son, and CEO of Open AI, and I would say the
Masa Yoshi.
Sounds Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay.
by far the leading expert based on everything I read, Sam Altman. So that's great that you're coming in together. That's a massive group of talent and money. Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think
Why the fuck would you call it Stargate?
To make it sound a little new agey and friendly.
But a Stargate is like an old classified project of CIA.
Yes, that's
already.
True. Yes.
What would you call it Stargate? There's 1,000 different names that is like modern and actually related to what they're doing. What part of Stargate gives you the, the impression of healthcare?
Maybe it's to confuse woke people, because it sure confuses me.
Yeah, but if you think about it, it's
nothing.
like Stargate, what it has to do with
A
healthcare?
Stargate is a portal to another dimension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what it has to do with healthcare and vaccine?
Yeah. Well, blah, blah, blah.
We try,
Exactly.
we try to make it make sense, and we can't.
Yes.
Doesn't make sense.
No sense.
you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least.
$500 billion they're investing in it.
Okay. And what sort of profit return I wonder they're going to get?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good question.
Yes.
$500 billion investing on a project. What's the upside of it? Is it only money?
Yeah. What's your point? Yeah. I'm being cynical bugger here, but
Yeah, but I don't think it's about money.
what else?
Control, they know all the information, they can identify anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Okay.
And these are all you have to think in terms of like how would it affect the next 50 years. Because right now they say like, oh yeah, it's for like, diagnosing, and like you get a better diagnosis if they have this network that AI helped.
This is getting creepy.
AI helps to
Marty.
create.
I don't like this.
I know, but this is happening. It's not like I'm just fantasizing he's gonna do it. He's
I'm not blaming
literally
you.
announcing it publicly.
Yeah, I'm not blaming you.
Even the
Jason.
Trump supporters, they're like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
We thought like you're anti-vax and you're gonna like change the healthcare system and you're not gonna go to big pharma and like bend the knee. We thought you're gonna, be a rebel, go against that same approach." But I don't know. It doesn't seem like it.
No.
Surely it doesn't sound like it.
Sounds to me extremely Big Brother. If what you said is true, that they're going to have, all that information, all our medical information, our DNA, blood samples, blah, 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 whatever. And you probably won't have a choice about it, except the rich people will. I hope you're wrong, Marnie, but no, I'm sorry, I take that back. I hope we're interpreting this in the wrong way. It doesn't feel good.
Well, yeah, it doesn't. Doesn't feel good, and it feels creepy.
I'm really glad. I'm sorry for my American brothers and sisters, but I'm really glad not to be there.
Yeah, but I think like it started with this.
Yeah.
So like usually if you want to if you want to fuck a person, you buy a dinner first.
Oh,
so
now you tell
maybe
me.
this is a dinner.
Okay.
So there is just more to come. And I'm wondering because it's really hard to avoid. I don't like to talk about politics. I hate politicians. I don't believe in left and right. I think this is all of it is just means to control and brainwash you to like vote for one side or another. At the end of the day, the same shit will happen under both administrations. And we people suffer.
Yes, of course.
So I lost my faith in politicians and governments way long ago.
Sure.
But you still can see how fucked up they can be and how fucked things can get.
Yes.
And by the look of it, we're in for awakening. Awakening in the sense that, oh no, we should stop this system, this corrupt bullshit that we create, and it controls us, it fucks us away, it polarizes us.
Sure.
And we just gain more and more control.
Remember, we're not living in the United States, Marnie, but certainly I feel for
more or less happening here too. I think they normalize being racist. They normalize being bigot. They normalize being heartless. Even here, they just normalize it. Like I was talking to a friend about it. I was like, "Look, you can have ridiculous ideas that, like first time hearing it, anyone will be like, oh fuck off, man. What are you talking about?" But if you just repeat it, and like use different platforms to like, how do you say, promote that idea, just leave it out there, it becomes normalized. And then to some degree, you can achieve success doing it. Not exactly as you promote it, but to some degree. Because you normalize it, then you're like, okay, at least he or she didn't get to do it like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's happening right in front of our faces.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't see it.
Yeah, with Sverigedemokraterna.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
They started with like full on racist ideas and like, you know, having a not swastika and, you know, Nazi ideology. But now they're like, oh yeah, for the, you know, security of our people, we need to, we're going to stop giving citizenship to to immigrants. And so you can see it. They didn't do as they started with, but they normalized being racist. They normalized discriminations.
I'm not sure how many people accept that, though. Well, I hope I'm correct.
Well,
I'm
enough people that vote for them.
Yes, that's true.
If you think about it,
Yeah, well, look what's happening here.
because
In the States.
maybe
Yeah.
people are like very polite in a setting that they when they are in society and when they're around their colleagues or friends, but nobody can see who you vote for.
That's true.
But we can see it in the on the TV that they got like almost the most votes from the rights.
Yes.
And then you're like, then who the fuck vote for them?
Yes. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Then you're like, no. So these people that pretend they are woke, pretend they are like, you know, humanist, or like they care about immigrants, or like they believe in equal rights for everyone. That's not what actually happening behind the closed doors. So
Wolf in sheep's clothing.
yeah, and what I'm saying is that they normalized it.
Sure. Yeah.
And what I'm thinking, like, we should have a left party that is left party, like Bernie Sanders' left party,
Okay.
that normalize, like, he goes so on top with everything, like, oh no, everyone should have a basic income and this and that. That when they reach 50% of it, even, is a big change for the bottom half of the society. Because I don't care about the top half.
Sure. Yeah, I understand.
The top half getting a tax pay cut. So just think about it. The bottom half is the main issue here. We get poorer and poorer, if it's a word, even poorer.
Yes.
And
It's a word. Yes.
they get richer and richer, and the gap gets bigger and bigger. And at some point, it's not sustainable. And there are some smart billionaires that recognize that. They talk about it. It's like, this is not sustainable. Like, yeah, we have all the money, all the power, all the control and everything. We can, like, you know, literally decide over the mass population, but this isn't sustainable. At some point, it's going to come, the wave of rebellion. How do you say rebellion?
Yes.
The wave of rebellion, and it's going to destroy us from the ground. So,
Well, I might just add that I spend my life working exactly with that very thing, helping people create a lifestyle outside of this system where we are forced to work until we're 65 and then die and be happy for it. That's what my work's all about. First of all, learning to have a daily schedule in the way that we're designed to have, so we don't burn ourselves out, and then look at what we've been taught to expect for life, maybe live more simply. So you're sitting next to a rebel already. That's my life work, is trying to give people an alternative to this awful situation you're describing, which, of course, by the way, is screwing the planet over big time. And I heard that there's going to be a lot more drilling. We're going to drill. Yeah.
drill, baby, drill.
Yeah. They're eating the animals. Oh, sorry. I'm getting nasty here. I better back off.
Yeah.
Sorry. That wasn't my intention.
Well, he said it.
Oops.
He said it.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, it's like, I don't want to like be the person that I'm hating on Trump, or I'm hating on
No.
Biden, or I'm hating on Kamala. I don't care
No,
about
no.
I don't care about the name. I don't care about the face.
Yes.
I care about what they do and what
Thank
they
you.
say.
That-
And
That's
I
exactly
believe
what I was going to say
it's
too.
wrong, no matter what side is doing it.
Yes, of course.
I don't give a fuck about the side.
No.
I care about what they're doing and what they promoting and what they try to normalize. And by the look of it, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't seem good, and it's just gonna get worse.
Yes. I was just to reinforce.
Unfortunately,
I do agree. But just to reinforce what you're saying from a slightly different angle, what I'm really, to me, any good politician unites, and any bad one creates division. And of course, we're seeing huge division here in the form of fear and hate. But I really, really would like to encourage our viewers to, like what you said, don't worry about the people, don't hate, because then we're sucked into the division thing. We don't have to like the actions, but leave the people out of it. Otherwise, we're just like them, creating division. But on the actual events, of course, that's something else. Then we can get mean, because those things are creating division. We want to find a way to bring it back to unifying. That to me is always what I look at in any political, in any situation in life. Does this action, is it going to make us more united, more together? Is it going to make us kinder, better people? And I haven't heard one single thing in this situation here with any of that so far.
unfortunately not.
No.
It's just
And I know we're talking a lot about another country, but of course, whatever happens there, it affects the rest of the world to some degree. So
it feels like he's just there until people announce it, like, you rich people are gonna get richer. With everything that he signs, every announcement that he makes.
yeah, well, there's creating more division.
He makes it for
Yeah,
rich people and, like, corporations and big pharma and big tech, and it's like, but Trump supporters, the real ones, they're not rich. They're
No.
like poor, like farmers living in the countryside. And I don't know, like, at some point they gonna turn on him. I hope so. Not for the, like, anything that I'm not talking in the sense that, oh yeah, because he's not a good guy or he's a bad guy. No, but because of what he's doing. He
Yes.
doesn't serve you. It works against your, it works against your sake.
Yes.
It's not in your favor.
No. Of
So
course not.
they should realize it, and they should start, because those people give him power. Those people put him in the office. They can take him down. Or for that matter, anyone that, just start something that is like, okay, what about us?
Yes. Yeah.
We give you the power. We vote for you. We the people.
Yes, but you're speaking about a psychopathic egomaniac here. I don't think that comes into the equation. I'm sorry. And when listening to you talk, Marnie, it just really makes me want to say again and again, hop off the system now. I mean, I'm talking to our viewers here, that there probably will never be politicians that are going to be for everyone that we would like to have. There's not ever going to be a fair democracy. So that's my best advice. Just quit now. Just make something new within all the corruption around us. It may not be a perfect situation, but shift of attitude, I think we can do it. I don't see any hope with current political system. Sorry. Is that negative of me?
No,
terrible.
I'm thinking like even within like these 4 years of Trump, if he make it until the end of his term.
Not according to The Simpsons.
Yeah, exactly. Simpsons are creepy.
Well, you know, I'm a
All
Homer
the
Simpson
predictions.
clone here. You know, haven't you noticed?
Yeah. All the predictions is like creepy. This is really creepy.
It's been going on.
I don't know how
for-
you can explain it.
No, I don't either. But
How?
it's been, I can, as long as I can remember, there've been situations like that, and then next thing you know, oh, hello, it's real. I don't know.
So what I'm thinking, like in terms of the future, in terms of if you want to take anything positive out of this, is like I think after whatever crazy shit he comes up with, or whatever, however state of war turns to be in next 4 years, I think that's gonna awaken people to the idea that no, this system is not working anymore.
Yes, thank you.
Doesn't
Yes.
matter right,
Yes.
left. It's never for people.
Yes.
It doesn't. It's not there to serve us. It's there to control us and weakening us
Yes.
to like submit our rights, submit our power, submit our votes, whatever that, however that matters. Vote. So we can just like worship the system, worship a guy, whoever, Trump, Biden,
Whoever. Yes.
Obama, whoever. It doesn't matter. And they're not doing anything. They don't make the changes that are necessary. So I hope that's going to come out of it.
That's a good point. And I have a larger hope. Well, no, very connected to what you're saying, that what we're seeing is a collapse of the corrupt capitalist system. Not that I'm a rabid communist, but I would like to see some kind of fair system, fair for humans, fair for the planet. And maybe this is like the beginning of the big crash, which might not be very comfortable for some time, but maybe something really fantastic will grow out of it. That's my deepest hope.
Yeah.
That these guys are so stupid that they haven't got a bloody clue what they're doing, which I don't think they do, and it will create the downfall of the old system, which does not serve us, does not serve the planet, does not serve us humans, does not serve the cosmos. I'm sure that's why all these UFOs are buzzing around, thinking, oh, what are these new-news up to now,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I mean, we think it's our cosmos, but it's not. It's we share it with multiple civilizations, as you well know. So that's my optimistic side coming forth in this, Mister. That it's they might be so stupid they do something really good for us,
I don't think like from what I'm seeing, I'm not hoping, like I'm not, hold my breath for any good things coming out of what they decide to do.
No, but then the next step after that, and I don't either. No.
I'm hoping for people to recognize bullshit
Yes,
and recognize all this, like, manipulation.
Of course.
Recognize that, no, they're not serving us.
Well,
it's just another means to control us and have more access and have more control and have more, they literally have our DNA bank and access to all the information, personal information that we have. So like it's like a snap a finger to identify who's who and where and what.
Well, I think on a small scale, we already saw a very significant change with that bishop that asked the president for mercy on all the children of the LGBT and all the immigrants that, afraid of losing their lives. what an amazing person. What she said, that was just incredible. So I think that maybe is the spirit of what you're saying too. You know, people saying, "Come on, guy," you know.
Let's play it here. Let's just play the Sam Altman. I just want to show you how he is.
Sure.
So you don't think I'm like, exaggerating?
No.
Or like I'm
You don't have
biased.
to convince me, dude. It's all right.
Let's see Sam Altman. Sammy boy.
I don't have too much to add, but I did want to say I'm thrilled we get to do this in the United States of America. I think this will be the most important project of this era. And as Masa said, for AGI to get built here, to create hundreds of thousands of jobs, to create a new industry centered here. We wouldn't be able to do this without you, Mr. President. And I'm thrilled that we get to. I think it'll be an exciting project. I think we'll be able to do all of the wonderful things that these guys talked about. But the fact that we get to do this in the United States is, I think, wonderful. So thank you very much.
Could you just say one word? I hear so many positive things about what it's going to do for medical research and for solving things, cancer and all the different problems. How will AI help us with the fight against the various problems, diseases, etc.?
These guys can maybe share more about some of the work they're doing there. I think they'll jointly be some of the leaders about driving progress here. But I believe that as this technology progresses, we will see diseases get cured at an unprecedented rate. We will be amazed at how quickly we're curing this cancer and that one and heart disease, and what this will do for the ability to deliver very high quality healthcare, the costs, but really to cure the diseases at a rapid rate, I think will be among the most important things this technology does.
Great. Very good. Thank you.
So what he says sounds really good. Not gonna lie. But how they want to do it with mRNA vaccine, that's questionable for me.
Sure.
Let's just make it clear. I don't have any medical degree. Talking
nor
almost
me.
out of my rear end. But I listen to people that have the degree that did the research for mRNA vaccines, and they believe it's not the best solution.
Yes.
And they believe the side effects are how do you say reversible? Reversible.
Yes.
Irreversible.
Irreversible.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
The side effects are irreversible. So what AI has to do with that? I don't understand. Like,
No, I don't know either.
is it going to create a new mRNA vaccine? Then why do you call it mRNA? Is it going to like hack that, get rid of all the side effects or whatever? Makes it like good for people, good for your body. What he says is great. It's awesome. Like, I'm all for it. Like, cure cancers, cure this disease, that disease, whatever, Alzheimer, all of these horrible diseases. I want us to find the cure for it.
Of course.
And I want us to use the AI for it.
Yes.
Because it's going to make it only faster.
Yes.
But you determine the way that it's going to do it.
Yes.
How is that working? Like, did AI calculate it for you and told you like mRNA vaccine is the way? But you haven't built that database yet. How do you know it's mRNA vaccine?
No, I don't think anyone knows. I mean, they're just blabbing.
Does that
They haven't started, have they?
like match up? Does that make sense to you? Like, they are already like, decided what way they're gonna go with it and what's gonna be the answer, what would be the approach before even they make the infrastructures and database and AI doing its job.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, Marnie. It would be, if it was real and coming from an honest, researched place, brilliant. And of course, AI is going to probably change the research aspect. but it seems like, as you say, that the decision is already made as to what the treatments will be.
That's weird.
Well, that's what they're implying, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna stay open-minded about it.
Good.
Because
Me too.
it's like this is like from the a
Yes.
first hearing of it. So
Yes.
I might be wrong, and I might get the whole thing wrong. So I'm open-minded to like just listen and see with the new updates and new hearings, and see
Yeah.
maybe they have different missions and different goal with all that.
Sure.
I hope so. But or maybe my understanding of mRNA vaccine is like doo-doo. So yeah, I'm open to it. I'm open-minded. I can
Yeah,
just
sure.
wait. It's gonna reveal itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't take that long.
I hope our skepticism is not founded.
Mm,
Do you not agree?
yeah.
Good.
So maybe we can listen to that.
The bishop.
The bishop. Yes.
Yeah, that was really good. Because not just what she said, which was brilliant, but it's maybe the spirit of common sense amongst probably the vast majority of the people in this country.
Is it
That
this
she's
one?
speaking for them.
Bishop
Yes,
Marian
that's her.
Edgar.
Yes.
So
And the meditation of all our hearts be acceptable in your sight, O God, for you are our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. Please be seated. Again, my warm welcome to all who have gathered in this house of prayer for all people and for those who are joining us via live stream. As a country, we have gathered this morning to pray for unity as a people and a
Unity.
nation.
Good.
Not for agreement, political or otherwise, but for the kind of unity that fosters community across diversity and division, a unity that serves the common good. Unity in this sense is a threshold requirement for people to live in
Unity.
freedom
Again.
and together in a free
Together.
society. It is the solid rock, as Jesus said, in this case, upon which to build a nation. It is not conformity. It is not victory. It is not polite weariness or passivity born of exhaustion. Unity is not partisan. Rather, unity is a way of being with one another, that it encompasses and respects our differences, that teaches us to hold multiple perspectives and life experiences as valid and worthy of respect, that enables us in our communities and in the halls of power to genuinely care for one another, even when we disagree. Those across our country who dedicate their lives or who volunteer to help others in times of natural disaster, often at great risk to themselves, never ask those they are helping for whom they voted in a past election or what positions they hold on a particular issue. And we are at our best when we follow their example.
okay, let's just go to the place. All right, I think we can just. Not sure where does this have mercy and everything.
But what she said is even better than what I heard before. Because she's talking directly about what I said my standard is unity. And she's saying it. And, let's hope that it brings this out in people.
Yeah.
And like I say, that it will backfire. It will force people to want to unite and be kind to each other more. I mean, we can't, or they can't stop him doing all the dumb shit he's got planned, but that might be the very positive other swing of the pendulum.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, maybe we can hope for that. But have you heard what he answered to her?
No, I didn't know he did answer.
Yeah, he
I know you
answered.
demanded an apology afterwards.
Yeah.
So
So
that I knew, yeah.
he answered like, very strongly and like, oh, she was nasty with everything that she says. Like, she was nasty. Like, I don't understand what she says that was nasty, but he didn't like it.
Of course not.
He didn't like it one bit.
Because his ego's hurt.
Yeah. Ego, huh?
Yes.
Mm.
Well, he's 100% ego. Where's the heart?
Yeah. True.
So this is a really good lesson, how not to be, mister.
Yeah.
He's a great teacher of this.
Mm.
And she's pointing that out. She's giving...
Let's listen to his response to because I don't want to misquote him.
Sure. I didn't know you had one there.
I don't want to misquote Donald Trump. Trump demands apology from bishop who urged mercy for immigrants. So that was the trigger point for him. The immigrant.
Gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives.
President Trump is calling on the Episcopal Bishop of Washington, who you saw right there, to apologize to the American people for those remarks. The Reverend Marion Edgar Buddy delivering that plea to the president at Tuesday's National Cathedral prayer service. As Trump looked on, she also pled for mercy for immigrants.
The vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away.
After the service, Trump voiced his displeasure with her.
Not too exciting, was it? I didn't think it was a good service, no. They could do much better.
Shortly after midnight, the president escalated his criticism of the bishop with this Truth Social post, quote, "The so-called bishop who spoke at the National Prayer Service on Tuesday morning was a radical left hardline Trump hater. She brought her church into the world of politics in a very ungracious way. She was nasty in tone and not compelling or smart." Trump goes on to say, Reverend Buddy owes the public an apology.
So, no. He didn't take the memo. Memo of unity, memo of compassion, memo of forgiveness.
What did you expect?
Nothing really. I don't expect any of these politicians to do any type of like you have to lose all those characteristics to become a politician, to become president.
Yeah.
You have to just pretend.
Yes.
You have to pretend you care about people. You have to pretend that you have the best intention in your heart and this and that. Yes. I'm the best Christian.
Oh, hallelujah.
Nobody loves God more than me. No. And say shit like that, and then don't put your hand on the Bible when you when you swear. So these are like however important it is, it's just like little details, like you can see and you can read between the lines. And if you can't, you need to fucking wake up.
Yes.
You need to shape up.
Yes.
You need to get with the program. And program is to be aware, be woke, but not in the way that, you lose your common sense, and understand what is happening, and understand who says what and why they say it and when they say it.
Yes.
Because all those small details matter. Like
I know.
Why they want to have this AI infrastructure that creates mRNA vaccine now.
Yes. I know.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
that doesn't warn you? Then you deserve to have all the consequences.
Yes.
But there will be another documentary about UFO, and there will be 34 whistleblowers that will come out, and they are all like have high positions in army, CIA.
You mean another lot?
Yes,
Okay. Oh, good.
another gang of them.
Yes.
They're supposed to come out, and I think I'm just gonna play the trailer because it's like a
Yeah. Good.
breathtaking trailer for it.
People are ready to receive the truth.
Humanity is not the only intelligence in the universe.
Humanity is not the only intelligent species.
We are absolutely not alone.
Non-human intelligence exists.
UAPs are real, they're here, and they're not human. I spent 25 years as a senior official with the CIA.
I've worked on highly classified UAP programs.
28 years as an astrophysicist.
I served as the 4th Director of National Intelligence.
Director of Aviation Security in the National Security Council.
The one-star admiral after 32 years of service.
People that come forward with this, I feel like they've taken their life in their own hands.
I was recruited to a highly sensitive government program that investigated unidentified aerial phenomenon.
For over 16 years, on behalf of the U.S. government, I worked as a senior intelligence official on the unidentified aerial phenomenon topic.
We learned that the U.S. government was involved in a long-running secret war with other nations to collect and reverse engineer vehicles not made by humans.
I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
So look at that thing. It's rotating. There's a whole fleet of them.
The first country that cracks the code on this technology will be the leader for years to come.
China has established its own version of a UAP task force.
You think for a second that they wouldn't consider using it to achieve their ends of domination?
This is similar to the Manhattan Project. This is the atomic weapon on steroids.
This is so secret, very, very few people in our entire government have been allowed access to it.
Even presidents have been operating on a need-to-know basis, but that begins to ramp out of control.
It's not acceptable to have secret parts of government that no one ever sees.
You better be careful about a government that doesn't trust its people, because there's no telling what they'll pull on you.
This is the biggest discovery in human history.
You had information being locked away that could change the trajectory for species.
It has so many beneficial impacts, including clean energy.
We should have disclosure today. We should have disclosure tomorrow. The time has come.
What else you want to know?
I just wonder if we should back up a little bit there, Marnie, in case viewers don't know, but it was, I think it was the day before, was it last Sunday? There was a number of whistleblowers came forward and described their interactions with alien craft, with a knowledge of interaction with aliens, etc., and even a little bit of film footage, which I think is absolutely amazing. It was a big step forward, but so now you're telling me there's another big step forward, which I look forward to very much. I also know that there is a lot of talk in these circles about, what do you call it, direct contact at some point, which is really going to upset the Trump apple cart. So let's stick around for this year and see what. Wow.
Yeah, I think now they're pushing it because Trump didn't say that he's gonna declassify all the UFO files or anything like that. He said he's gonna release the a report about these drones and orbs and everything he knows and the government knows about them. He didn't yet.
No.
I think it was last time he just mentioned that, what's the situation with that? we can release it to public. But he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah.
Well, he said like he's gonna do it first day in the office, but he didn't. So well, let's see how the follow up will be about that.
Yeah.
But I think because he mentioned and like showed the side that he's open to transparency, all these whistleblowers all popping up from left and right, and from the like a top position in Navy or CIA or whatever to like I don't know, person that was boot on the ground in the field picking up the UFO. They're all coming up from different angles, from different sides, and it's just like it brings a lot of hope that it's gonna be a disclosure. We're gonna know, and when we know, it's gonna change the paradigm shift. It's gonna change it's gonna be a perception. It's gonna be shifted.
Thank you, Marty. That's what I was kind of leading to in my thoughts too. That all this Trump hoo-ha might just be gobbledygook, because we'll have a whole different ballpark. You know, that would be my greatest wish for this year, that we have, like I talked in some other podcast before. Hi, I'm Johnny. I'll be your friendly alien for the next 1,000 years. Here's some good technology, guys. This will change everything. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and here's some wisdom. Blah, blah, blah. So all these other woo-woo dividers, you know, they can go poo themselves somewhere else, because we won't need, they won't belong in that situation, in that new paradigm.
By the way, just as a reminder, or like just to let people know, like Muslims, Shia Muslims in Iran, and like some of them in Iraq and Syria, they all believe that we are at the end of the time. And because they believe in a savior, like Messiah figure. And they call that savior or Messiah Mahdi. So they believe now it's time for Mahdi to come back. And
maybe Mahdi's an alien with some new paradigms.
I hope so. That's what I mean. It's like everything, but you know, I guess we'll wait and see. But what I'm saying, the narrative, is even there. Is
brilliant.
that there is a shift coming.
Yeah, excellent. And if you look astrologically, we are right in the beginning of the Aquarian age, which is supposed to be a period of great peace and development. And
we started with Trump.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe his poor bugger's just been put there to smash all the old system and make it look very, very stupid. You know, so
let's hope for
bring
that.
it on, Shia Muslims. I hope you're right. It's going to be a good year, Marnie.
We should have follow-ups on the UFO disclosure, that documentary.
Of course.
And we're going to talk about, who was that guy that I sent you the video about?
Stephen Campbell.
Yeah, that is Stephen Campbell blew my mind.
Oh, me too.
Blew my mind away by like everything that he says. It was so packed with information. He was in Joe Rogan podcast for
I have a confession, Marnie. Sometimes the ego in me thinks, oh yeah, you really know a lot, Lyle. You really got it sorted.
Yeah.
After watching his podcast, I realize I don't know shit.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very humbled and very inspired by the podcast you recommended to me, and we have to do some follow-up on that. We really do.
Yeah.
That's a paradigm shifter.
I think, I think we can react to that podcast and what he says, because I listened to it like, I don't know, 4 times, and I still like missing bits and pieces of it. And I'm like, oh yeah, he said this here, and it makes sense. It makes sense, like, because he's not talking, mumbo jumbo. He's been to the thin and thick of it, and
he's the most specific person.
yeah, it's like God
I've listened
create,
to.
or if it's a God or Anunnaki creates him for this specific task. So like, yeah, okay, the reality is like this, like it's just a data stream, and you can shift and switch to another data stream, and nothing is real, but everything is real. It's like,
and you wait till you look at his site and the amazing experiments he's got coming up, teaching millions of people to do remote viewing.
Yeah,
I mean, that's going to create another paradigm shift, regardless of the sheer Mahdi coming down. Maybe he's it. Who knows?
Well, let's see. 2025 started with Trump. Unfortunately, he took most of our podcast today because it's hard to avoid talking about him.
Yes,
and
I know.
I feel like a sucker for doing that. But talk about someone that I don't agree with.
I really feel now, at this point in this podcast, it kind of all makes sense. I was feeling pretty gloomy for a time before, but kind of falls into place now with what you were just saying about, I mean, I don't know any more than the Shia Muslims if this person's coming or not, but it would be really good follow-up to what's happened already, if it was, or some version of that we get a paradigm shift with our wisdom, with our technology, with both maybe. However it comes, I don't think that matters, but whoa. Would be nice with a bit of drama with this great spaceship whooping down and hi, I'm Marty. You were right, Shia guys. Here I am.
Well, there are like there are the words in the street is that the mothership is in the Gulf of Mexico right now.
You mean the Gulf of America?
Gulf of America to be.
Yeah, okay. I'm being cynical here. Sorry.
Me too.
Okay.
But I blame it on you now.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Great. I don't care what form this wisdom and knowledge gets to us. It's just time for it now. Then I can quit all my raving and telling people to jump off the system and make a new system because someone else will do the job for me. Hey, good. I can go and sit on a beach somewhere.
Yeah, but yes, it's
a warm beach.
It's a lot of interesting things happening simultaneously, and it's a lot of annoying things happening as well. And we're gonna stay tuned and be aware of every changes. And
of course,
we're gonna have a good roundup here. So follow us on Spotify, follow us on YouTube. You're gonna get a good roundup of what is happening because we're gonna discuss the current events.
We gotta have
for the time being because it's a lot happening.
Yeah,
both in with Trump and politics and what is happening with the world state and with the UFO, with everything. Is like there is development, updates, and it's hard to keep up if you're supposed to do it yourself. So we do it for you.
Yeah. Just to pull that together in another way too, think of yin yang. Okay, there's some pretty heavy yang happening with this pod stuff, Trump stuff. So, the opposite side to that, we're going to have some pretty amazing enlightenment, hopefully, too, to balance it up. So thank you, Mr. Trump, for being one side of the story. Looking forward to the other side.
Thank you for be the villain in the movie that you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot remember a villain that won was victorious in any movie.
No.
Even if it was in one movie in the sequence of it.
Yes.
I
know.
It lost. So, let's hope for the best. Let's
hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mani.